Starting off the game, I'm looking at my team composition. We have a Torbjorn who would ideally play defensively, but we also have a Tracer who by contrast would typically play aggressively and coordinate backline engagements with me on ball. A conflicting team composition, but that's alright. I start by playing alongside my Tracer to position myself for a potential dive. Here I'm scouting the enemy team composition, which will ultimately determine my optimal playstyle. With the threat of Zenyatta's Discord Orb, and high damage output from Cassidy and Torbjorn, backline engagements are far too risky, so I opt for a defensive playstyle which will complement our Torbjorn. In line with my defensive playstyle, I'm taking care when using Pal Drive, making sure that I don't overextend and take excessive damage. Here I notice the enemy soldier overextended, so I ping the target, engage on him and expect my Tracer to follow up. I got Torbjorn to low health, but unfortunately my boop worked in his favour and displaced him to safety, and now pal driving him would have resulted in my own death. I quickly realised this and narrowly escape. Our Torbjorn is in a bad position and dies, so I use Minefield here to try and salvage the situation. I'm trying to deny the enemy team from flooding onto the point. I also want to buy us more time while our Torbjorn is respawning. However, the enemy Zenyatta forces Transcendence to break through, which is a good ultimate trade in my book. As soon as I hear the sound cue for Tactical Visor, I look to boop Soldier backwards to provide teammates with an opportunity to escape and get behind natural cover. With only 30 seconds remaining and our Tracer dead, I want to deny the enemy team's momentum and disrupt any plans they have on their final attack. So I go for a soft engagement with Minefield without pal driving to avoid taking unnecessary damage. During our spawn camp, I'm consciously trying not to take too much unnecessary damage. This helps to prolong the amount of time I can spend being a distraction in their spawn and allows more of our healing resources to be spent on Torbjorn and Tracer, who are more vulnerable in this scenario. Sadly, the movement slowing effect from Doomfist's ultimate prevents me from escaping here. With only 10 seconds remaining, I find Cassidy isolated behind his team. What makes him such a good target in this situation is how it can effectively shift enemy attention and resources away from the objective. The greater amount of resources spent keeping Cassidy alive means less attention and less resources are being spent pushing the payload, which is their priority in this situation.
Dragon consume you! Gyroscopic harness activated.
Score 0-1. Switching sides.
They've gone Sombra, a typical counter pick into a ball that's doing too much. This means I'll have to play more carefully from now on and expect to be hacked on my engagements. I notice that Sombra teleports while I'm near her translocator, so I immediately go to search for her while she's isolated from her team and vulnerable. Noticing that Kiriko gets very low, I try to roll through to secure the kill with a boot, but this was a mistake as the threat of a Sombra hack left my mind. I should have died here but managed to live at the cost of feeding ultimate charge. The sound barrier here came in so clutch. I thought my Lucio was insane in this moment, but I don't think he intended to save me after watching this back. What do you think? This was by no means a super high top level ranked lobby, but it was the game that put me into top 500 for end of season 3. I hope I was able to provide some entertainment and insight into the decision making that goes behind my gameplay. I'd love to hear your feedback on this style of commentary as well, so let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.